deal. It's very important that you remain seated at all times while the tram is in motion. Please do not stand up while the tram is moving, and don't sit on the tram gates. If you have an emergency of any kind, telephone falls overboard, your wallet, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, don't jump off the tram. Put on the emergency cord, which is located above your heads or runs down the middle of the ceiling of the tram, okay? Be prepared for loud noises, fire effects, sudden tram movements, and everyone sitting in a blue seat is going to get squirted with water, so protect your cameras and cell phones as you take those pictures. You can eat, you can drink all you wish. Smoking is not permitted. The use of selfie sticks while you're on the tram is also not permitted. That's for your safety and those around you. Enjoy the approximately 45 to 50 minutes, so you have about an hour to sleep if that's what you want to do. Welcome to Universal, folks. Welcome to Hollywood. Ladies and gentlemen, by the time we finish our tour, you'll have an idea of how movies are made. Ah, yes, and because this is all about movies and film, see if you could name this one.
A lot of golf carts out today.
I have the room ready for you and Mrs. Barrington.
Thank you, Walker.
Did you hear that? Mrs. Baird.
Not quite, darling, but soon. Very, very soon. Bella.
Yes?
Every bottle of champagne sent to the residence. And make sure that we are not disturbed for any reason.
Okay, that's actually Jimmy Fallon dressed as the bellhop, and that was filmed inside a soundstage, not a real hotel lobby. Now, soundstages are buildings just like this one to your left. Yeah, this is Soundstage 12. For those of you who watch NBC's The Voice, the blind auditions, the knockout rounds, the battle rounds, the live rounds, they take place inside.
Hi everybody, I'm Carson Daly from NBC's The Voice. I want to welcome you to the Universal Front Lot. Our show is filmed on stage 12. It happens to be the largest soundstage on the Universal lot. Take a look.
Now, here are some famous moments from movies filmed inside. All right, my friends, so here we are on the front lot. Now, this is the nitty-gritty of a real motion picture and television studio. This is what Hollywood is all about. This is what we come to work to every single day. Now, I know when you think of the word Hollywood, you think of all the glamour and the glitz, the red carpets, the Oscars, the Emmys, the Golden Globes, dresses, jewelries, tuxedos, champagne, parties, yeah. Okay, that's a byproduct. Yeah, that does happen, okay, but before you can celebrate a movie, you have to make one, and this is where it's done, right, in a motion picture and television studio. Now, it's not all about the actors, it's not all about the producers or the directors. No, you have people from all trades coming together to work in the movie industry. This is an industry, this is a business, that's why it's called show business. I know as an audience, you get to sit in a Target theater or the comfort of your home to see a movie, a TV show, commercial music video, and enjoy it. So you do that on your leisure time, right? But to make movies, it's not an easy process. If you don't like working 8-hour days, you're not going to like working 16, 17-hour days, which is what happens in the movie industry. Because it takes a lot of time, there's a lot of stress, a lot of sleepless nights to finish a movie on time because there's so much money involved, okay? So you have people from all trades. You have plumbers, carpenters, architects, lawyers, bankers, electricians, draperers. You have directors of photography. Studios as part of NBC Universal. It's one of the largest entertainment companies. Media Powerhouse doesn't only consist of Universal Studios, but also many of your favorite networks. Now, to fill up those networks with programming, you have to make TV shows, right? Many of those shows have been filmed in these sound stages on your right. Oh, also on our right, two of my best friends, the Minions, or the Despicable Me and Minions movies. Here we have some more trailers to the left. These are dressing rooms, wardrobe, hair, makeup, and next to Soundstage 44, so there's going to be filming going on in here. And we have to eat, see? So you have outdoor trucks coming into the area. You like the Ted films? There's the bear on the left, still celebrating New Year. Now the movies, Ted 2, Ted is voiced by Seth MacFarlane and stars Mark Wahlberg. And for those of you who've seen them, they're not for kids. You know they're not for kids. See, our facilities are so big, you can see golf carts and bicycles in the area to move from one place to the other. Now, these bungalows, these are offices to some of the top writers, producers, and directors in all of Hollywood. Now, every movie, every production starts with an idea, and that idea is developed in these offices. Now, you're going to have a meeting in an office, or you're going to have a meeting in a restaurant in Beverly Hills, okay? It works that way, but when it comes out to work, you work in the office, right? That's the way it goes. Now, if you have a great idea for a movie, but don't have money to produce it, you pitch your idea to a person, possible investor, or a group of people, or to someone in a company that may invest their money in your project. Now, when you pitch a movie, an idea for a movie, you have to do it in one sentence. And that's called a log line. That's what it's called, a log line. So you have to sum up your whole movie in one sentence. And not just run on and on and on. No. One short sentence that sums up your fantastic movie. And with that just one sentence, you're going to have people investing millions in your project if you do it the right way. So that's called pitching your idea. There's an art to that. Now, these sound stages here on your left are now being used for the TV show, the competition dance show, World of Dance. If you saw any episode of World of Dance last year, well, we're back for a second season. The World of Dance is executive produced by Jennifer Lopez, and she's also one of the judges. That woman does everything. I don't know how she does it, but I admire her for it because she can do it all. She dances, she sings, she has a show in Las Vegas. She does this here at Universal Studios World of Dance. She also shoots Shade of Blue in New York. She plays a cop on that show. She's a mother and, come on, magazine icon, a fashion icon. She does it all. Wow, that is someone to admire. And she does it looking good, too. Yeah. Well, she looks very pretty doing it. World of Dance. All right, so we've just moved into the back lot, my friends, where the world is literally just around the corner. Now, this is where we shoot the big stuff, big scenes on a massive scale. All right, so here we are. This is Brownstone Street, all right? Check out the buildings on your right. Watch this clip, then we'll talk.
Grace the dog!
I'm in the shower.
Inside bad, outside good. Inside bad, outside good.
Yep, that was filmed right there.
Oh, you're done this. Great.
All right, and if you saw Hairspray live early last year, this area was transformed into a street in Baltimore. Alright folks, so here we are. This area is originally called Courthouse Square because of a movie called To Kill a Mockingbird with Gregory Peck. But millions of moviegoers know this as Hill Valley from the Back to the Future film starring Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd. The building on the left, to the left, that says City Hall, that was the famous clock tower. That's where Doc Emmett Brown harnessed a bolt of lightning and sent Marty McFly back into the future in the first film.
It was actually the back lot of Courthouse Square that inspired the entire climax to Back to the Future.
I had seen something on the clock tower on that ledge. There was a ledge like that wide. And I was standing inside looking at the ledge, and I already had vertigo. I just thought there's no way in the world, no way I'm going to stand on that. I was up there for quite a while. Of course, I had a cable.
We reuse these sets over and over again, changing their appearance constantly. That's why you don't recognize them from one production to the next. right, now we move to my side of town. Welcome to New York. Without the traffic or the snow, which is good, or the cold. Movies such as The Amazing Spider-Man, Captain America, The First Avenger, Transformers, The Fate of the Furious, TV shows, American Ninja Warrior, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, The Mindy Project, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., film scenes right here. Now here's Jimmy Fallon to show you how we bring the street to life.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York! I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. Oh, it's got mugged over there. An old woman. Tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey buddy, how's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. Hey! I'm walking here! Hey, it's cool guys. I was just walking there. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, what looks like brick and stone in reality is wood, foam rubber, fiberglass, chicken wire, plaster of Paris, very lightweight materials. These facades, it's just the front and side of the buildings. We only construct what the camera's going to see. Your imagination fills in the rest of the structure. Universal has a long history of working with high-profile directors. Here's one, Peter Jackson.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I wanted to become a filmmaker. I like films that just take you away from your real life and sweep you up. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island, and it's great to have you along for the ride. Now, we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, but just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island.
All right, my friends, please secure your personal belongings, wallets, cell phones, keys, loose change in your pockets. If you have backpacks or purses or bags on the floor of the tram, next to the tram gates, please push them towards the center of the rows. Please remain seated with your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. And welcome.
Nobody's lived here for hundreds of years. We're so sure of that.
tell me if it's a medical emergency, pull it again. If it's a medical emergency. All right. Is it now, if it's safe to move forward, pull the E cord. If it's safe to move forward. Okay, so we're going to move forward and then I'm going to assess the situation, okay?
I wonder who pulled it. I wonder who pulled it.
Okay, we're going to stop at the bottom of the hill so that we get it out of the way because there'll be other trams coming in. And then I'll look for the person who pulled the E-cord, the emergency cord, yeah.
Somebody dropped their phone.
So we'll continue on, and at some point they may bring it to us, or they'll have it at the end of the tour at the unload area, okay? All right, so what we're going to see now, as we move along, are what we call in the industry picture cars. A picture car is any vehicle that you see in a movie, TV show, commercial, music video. And I'm sure you'll recognize many of these picture cars because, yeah, they've become as famous as some of the stars who have driven them. Okay, so here we have picture cars, ladies and gentlemen. Picture cars have become bigger, badder, and faster as movie audiences embrace the need for speed. And the right vehicle can make or break a big Hollywood event film, and that holds especially true for full-throttle movies like The Fast and the Furious, Universal Studios' most successful movie franchise ever. Alright, now it may be Universal's most successful movie franchise, but it's not its only successful franchise, so here's another.
What movie is it?
To Jurassic Park.
Here are some set pieces of vehicles used in some of the Jurassic Park films. That's the famous Mobile Lab to the left. And I don't know why it's so quiet here today. Oh, I know there's something going on. Here's some scenes from the Ford film Jurassic World. that plays a very important role in movies. So in just a few moments, we're going to show you how the perfect spot for that. Before we bring on the rain, let's bring on the weatherman. Here he is from the Today Show. Al,
Hi everybody, here's today's forecast for the Universal Backlot. It's going to be sunny and dry in 6 Points, Texas. Cool and cloudy in Little Europe. Expect snow and sleet on New York Street. And we've got a high chance of fog and precipitation for Skull Island, Amity Island, and Island of Dogs. That's your forecast for today. Now here's a look at what's going on in your neck of the woods.
There's a flash flood warning for Old Mexico, which is this area that we're in right now. As you can see, it's raining. We do it by using an overhead sprinklers, which is kept out of the camera's view. Water shoots up into the air, falls back down to earth reflecting the rain. Had a wind machine, and we created the illusion of the time slow up. But you don't know what happens in Southern California and other places when it makes a little too much. Get my size. Here's a scene from Big Fat Liar shot right there.
You cannot run the wolf cat! Yeah, we'll see about that.
Alright, so we leave from Mexico to now take you into the Wild West.
For the both of us, Jimmy Fallon.
Well, I ain't going anywhere, Jimmy Fallon.
Now look here. Now folks in this tram don't want no trouble. They just want to check out 6 Points, one of the oldest sets on the Universal lot.
I heard this is where John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart shot a few of their westerns.
That's right. That's where I aim to shoot you.
Looks like we got ourselves a Mexican standoff. Lucky shot.
Now what say you mount up and get out of town while the getting's good?
All right. Well, I'll see you again, Fallon.
Oh, you can count on it, Fallon. Again.
This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
We just have to talk it out, that's all.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Hollywood movie magic right before your eyes. Now, folks, our tours are now approximately at the halfway mark. So I just want to remind everybody that the studio is private property and it is prohibited for folks to jump off the tram. So if you do need to get my attention for any guest assistance, please pull that red cord above your heads and I will be back to assist you. All right, with that said and done, here are some famous cowboys that once moseyed on down these mean streets. Well, folks, we're about to visit my favorite spot of the whole back lot.
Hallo, ich bin Jimmy Fallon. Ausschnitzen. Ich glaub, die steht auf mich.
Okay, now these are also the outdoor sets for the TV show The Good Place.
You, Eleanor Shellstrom, are dead.
Cool.
This location, the afterlife, come on. I've never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. I
can't risk going to the bad place.
Okay, well, maybe it's not all that bad.
Hey there, how can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
All right, now why is this my favorite spot of the whole back lot? Because this is where all of Universal's classic monsters got their start.
When we think of Universal, we think of monsters.
Dracula,
Frankenstein,
Wolfman, Bride of Frankenstein,
The Mummy,
Hunchback of Notre Dame,
The Invisible Man,
Phantom of the Opera, classic films are just brilliantly made.
That Frankenstein image, flathead, bolt.
It's one of the great icons of the world.
That to me was like the essence of the Universal horror film. And I was just mesmerized by this movie. Boris Karloff, Lon Chaney.
I remember the original Universal Studios Mummy movie really scaring me.
They still ring in our memories now. And we love them.
Okay, folks, so here to the left of us is the home and family house.
There's no place like home and family. Hi, Universal Studio fans. I'm Mark Steinis.
And I'm Debbie Matenopoulos.
Come with us as we go behind the scenes with your favorite actors, musical performers, and celebrity chefs.
Plus, amazing DIYs, fun fashions, and so much more.
And then we're going into an open set. Dressed to look like a train station, a metro, a subway. And this scene from Fox Television's Bones, starring David Boreanaz, was filmed in here.
Look, they're sweets.
He looks very upset.
When I talked to him, he said the guy died in his arms.
That's with the FBI?
FBI, yeah, we hear about the human remains.
That's him, right over there.
You alright?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what we call a hot set, which means it's fully decorated. It's completely ready for filming. Everything is in place. So as soon as the director yells action, filming can begin or continue, whichever the case may be. Whoa. Alright, folks. See? And attack is going to be the big one. Here's a look at these fantastic special effects in action. So we keep the adrenaline pumping and the action going. We now visit a nice fishing village. A small New England town. The movie is Jaws. All Alright, so there's been a recent rash of shark attacks in the area. Police have George is underneath the surface of the water, but look who just made an appearance. It's big, it's huge. The shark is back. And I think he's hungry. George is in trouble.
That's a fake one. That's fake.
George is done. Okay.
George is done.
So we found that place of the mechanical shark who was just as much a menace on screen as well as on. Did you know that the original mechanical shark sank to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean on its first day of shooting on the set of Jaws? Now here to talk about the troubles of working with a mechanical shark like this one is Jaws director Steven Spielberg.
That's a much Malone shark. The shark is
Alright, now let him know. Here are some images of Miss Mona's Chicken Ranch. Now folks, that's the building on your right. That's a practical set, which means you can film inside, indoors, as well as outdoors. Inside, outside. Now facades were built around it for the TV show about a boy. You can see the difference between a practical set, which is the chicken ranch, and a facade that's right behind it. Now we're going to visit a street with practical set and facades. For our intended purposes here at Universal Studios, this is called Colonial Street, but many millions of TV viewers, this is Wisteria Lane from the TV show Desperate Housewives.
If there is one thing everyone in suburbia can appreciate, it's a good neighbor.
What the heck? Let's move that.
These are the houses seen on the show, although they're going to look different because the show no longer produces new episodes. And we reuse these sets over and over and over again, changing their appearance constantly. That's why you don't recognize them from one production to the next. Yeah. But Colonial Street has a lot of history behind it, and here are just a few of the productions that have filmed here throughout the years. Okay, so we go up the hill. One of the things that, you guys see that car there on the left? You recognize it? Give me a second.
This is security. What's going on, Studio Tour?
Yeah, we just came out of Wisteria Lane. There's a black Charger, 1970, parked alongside a house. It looks like it's hiding. Can you check it out, please?
Okay, tour. I'll send someone down to check it out ASAP.
All right, thank you very much. Security here at Universal is very important. Okay, so as we move up the hill for just a little bit, there's something else I also... Whoa.
Studio tour. Looks like we might have an issue. I'm patching you into Agent Novak from the FBI.
I'm sorry to interrupt your fun, but we've got video surveillance on that Charger you all saw. We ran it through the system, and the driver has been positively identified as Dominic Toretto. I've been tracking this guy for a while. He's a hardened criminal. He's likely armed, and he's definitely dangerous. My men and I are on our way to apprehend him right now. If you see him, don't be a hero. Don't engage him. Just keep a safe distance and report any further sightings to studio security immediately. We'll handle it from there.
All right, the FBI is on it. Meanwhile, here are 3 out of the many houses that were built for Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, starring the one and only Jim Carrey. Used over 2 million linear feet of styrofoam to construct the Whoville sets and brought in enough artificial snow to fill 9 football fields.
And as charming as an ear, Mr. Grinch.
You're a bad
but the Who have much more than just a Grinch to worry about here on the Universal Backlot. Their next door neighbor is Norman Bates. The movie, Psycho.
I wonder how he'll respond to Chucky.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Don't worry, you're gonna get Chucky then again.
What's he doing? Movie Psycho was released in 1960. Oh, he just saw us. Okay, I think we should go.
Did you see Chucky? He was like,
So, we need Director Alfred H. Oswald to take you through Director Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds.
The airplane crash site set is perfect example of a set that was all designed again, I sit down to talk about the War of the Worlds. I thought, what if we said the Tango down right in the big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. Listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Now close.
Well, folks, the plane to your left is a real 747, which was destroyed specifically for the scene that you're looking at. And that was shot right here. Tom Cruise, Dakota Fanning, those are the stars of the movie.
Get in.
Sully was filmed in front of the big blue wall.
Evacuate.
Why film anything in front of a big empty blue wall? Once the scene is finished filming, through the process of CGI, computer-generated imagery, you could add any background onto that big blue wall. Okay, friends, I just got word that there is a high-value witness on the tram, and there's this bad guy called Owen Shaw after that witness. So we're going to hide inside this warehouse for a little bit, chill, and make sure everything is safe, and then continue our journey. Please remain seated. No need to put on your 3D glasses at this moment. I will let you know when they are necessary. Let's check this place out. This is a well-known street racer party hangout. That was a mouthful.
My name is Roman Pierce. Pleased to meet you. My buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you from Shaw for a while. So we brought you in our secret spot.
All right, look, guys, we're gonna keep Shaw from finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us here, so put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash or one ringtone could give us away.
I need y'all to take this real serious.
Okay, pull into the next bay and we'll meet you in there.
So it seems like we've been invited to a party, folks. Okay, we're going inside. Again, no need for those 3D glasses, not yet. I see some flashing lights though, and I think this is a party.
No.
This is what we doing. This is the race day after party. And what the other girls?
Roman Pierce, FBI, on the ground.
Damn.
On the ground, do it now.
You know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not.
On the ground, right now.
Ladies, just back up a little bit. Got it. It's lightweight.
Holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours. Escort this novice out. Let's go, Cookie Puss. Got an ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family will protect you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of something. Call you back. It was on vibrate.
Shaw traced us. House can't hold forever. Letty, Roman, we're up.
Trying to move that vehicle.
You got it.
It's about to get real interesting. My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door.
Which one of you is the witness? Speak now or you all get fried!
This is our turn.
After them!
Okay, guys, it's showtime.
Now we're moving.
it's the best.
They say the bigger the family, the stronger it is. You guys get good out there. And you're welcome to join our crew anytime.
All right, folks, that was a great example of modern day filmmaking. Folks, we've reached the end of our tour. We're heading back to the park, so I'd like to thank each and every one of you for taking the world-famous Universal Studios tour. I'd also like to thank our driver, Bill, for getting us back safely from our trip. Now, here's the a tip to get the